Can I get another Japanese whiskey?
Oh yeah,
we love Japanese
My
whiskey.
boy put me on the Japanese whiskey.
It's Suntory
I'm feeling
time.
the Japanese whiskey.
That's all we drink.
I'm feeling this interview as well, man. I've done a lot of interviews over the last 2 months, and I will say this is the most comfortable I've been.
Oh, that's beautiful,
welcome.
man. I'm glad you felt
I don't know if that's because I grew up on you, and
Or
I
the
used,
Japanese
to, I used
whiskey.
to steal some of your cadences, or if it's the Japanese whiskey, but I think it's a combination of
No
both,
doubt,
man.
no doubt. We appreciate you, man. We love having you here.
Definitely.
You were just talking about just the difficulty of relationships and don't run from rap.
Yeah.
Responsibilities and principles is so great. We tried and made for you.
Oh, man.
Those are like breakup songs, right?
Man.
I'm good at making those, by the way.
This man did his research. You know what's crazy? We Tried is so underrated.
It's a great song.
And that's what I mean by sometimes as like an artist, you don't have the like awareness for people to actually hear how good you are. Right? Because the world don't know you yet. So it's like, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. So it's like when you got a certain level of celebrity, it's like, I feel like once you make that first like real hit record, like I feel like I ain't made that first real hit record. I feel like when you first make that first real hit, it allows the world to know who you are. So now anytime you drop a record, people trust you because they know you made a hit before. So they want to listen to what you got going on. Sometimes as the artist that ain't made the hit yet, like you could have the hit and just not have the resources and platforming around it to make it be the hit to get people to know you.
Well, I think you do have a hit, but the hit has been redefined in this era.
Yeah.
It's like if TikTok is radio,
For sure.
then what's your hit record?
For sure.
Hit record is your Funk Flex freestyle
Facts.
or your LA Lakers freestyle.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Flex.
That's fucking crazy you say that. I just had that conversation with somebody yesterday. That's so crazy you say that because I just told him, I said, anytime I do, I was talking to Irv Gotti, right? And Irv Gotti had said some shit to me. And he was like, once you know what people come to you for, it's so easy to duplicate it. So I was telling them with the freestyles, I know why they like the freestyles. So with any platform, all I gotta do is watch the platform for a day or two. I'm gonna read through the comments. I'm gonna watch every freestyle. I'm gonna see everything that's missing, and then I add what's missing from that platform from what the people were saying.
So you address Flex directly because you like, this is what the people are saying in the
People
comments.
been talking about Tupac for years. How you can't say that, Flex.
Right, so you had to get up there and
I had to be
Tell
the one
them
to
so.
say something.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
The freestyles are like state of the culture moments because I'm gonna address everything that's said. So like the LA Leakers, I will never let a woman make me feel less of a man because I don't want to buy her a Birkin. So send me back to the streets. I send you back to your mama house. Happy hour, dining, free drinks, and back to your mama couch. That was the week Sweetie said, if he don't buy you a Birkin, send him back to the streets.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like, it's crazy you say that because I was telling Irv, I'm like, I feel like the freestyles is like my versions of hit records, and I'm learning how to put those into music format.
And you know what you did that was impressive is that you made his platform your platform.
Yeah.
You know, I'm friends with Flex. I used to work with him.
Yeah.
And he had asked me, I did a freestyle with him years before they started really blowing up. And I really like mine. I go back and sometimes I post it just to remind people like, yo, 7 years ago, my freestyle was, you know what I'm saying?
I remember that joint. I watched it.
Yeah, I had a good time up there.
Yeah.
But Flex, during the pandemic, he said, come right after the Black Thought one, he was hype. He was like, come up here and do one. I was like, first of all, if I'm not gonna come as hard as Black Thought, I don't need to be up there. You know what I'm saying? Secondly,
Bro.
and this goes to what you say all the time,
Bro.
right? If I'm writing that level of bars, why am I giving them out for free?
Bro, I go to these radio stations.
That's
go to
why I
these
had to apologize
podcasts.
before I asked you to do the song.
Nah, that was cool because that's something that's already out.
Right.
Bro, I go to these podcasts and go to these radio stations, and the first thing they say, let me get a freestyle, man.
Right.
Y'all don't realize that shit just not coming off the head like that.
Right.
This is a lot of thought that goes
That's
into
right.
this shit.
That's
so
right.
then it's certain,
A lot of labor.
like it was a certain DJ who got mad because his freestyle didn't go as viral as the Flex one.
Really?
But what I was,
That's interesting.
But what I
As
had
if
to
you
tell him
purposely
was,
did that.
That's interesting.
what I had to tell him was, you hit us 2 days prior, we gotta do it by this date. So I didn't have time. Like I never said this and I'm gonna say it. I regret doing the BET Cypher for the Hip Hop Awards last year because I didn't have time to prepare. So somebody backed out last minute the night before. They hit me at 10 o'clock and said they want me on set by 4. So, you know us as rappers, when we think in cypher, we think soul sample. So I got something for a soul sample. No, they send DJ Khaled every chance I get instrumental. I gotta make something for this.
You gotta write something to that.
So I wrote it, something, it was cool, the people gonna love it, but I know what I wanted to do there.
Right.
I know what I could have done there, and I didn't have the time to prepare to do that. So when I go to these stations and they ask for like the freestyles and everything, it's like, bro, I need time to prepare these things, cause I'm a mathematician.
And you gotta roll it out like a single. You gotta roll it out like a moment.
It gotta be right. I gotta
right.
watch your platform. I was at a station in Dallas, and they was like, can we get a freestyle? I was like, I ain't watched the Cowboys enough this season.
What we done started, look at what we done started. This the people party, when opportunity knocking, then young nigga move that door, whoa. Get your foot stuck in it, call me young, go get it. They can't fuck with it, might as well roll with it.